Hi, Taehyung lovers all around the world. Meeting again with the Taehyung Lovers Worldwide channel. Stop. Just 3 seconds. Don't swipe the screen. Don't blink. Because February 2026 didn't arrive with a loud noise. It arrived with a single simple image that struck the world's emotions mercilessly. There was no stage, no official cameras, no press conference. Just Kim Taehyung sitting calmly at an airport. From that very second, the world trembled, international media moved, and millions of questions exploded at once. What actually happened? Why did BTS move in silence, yet in a way too calculated to be called coincidence? And why could one small detail trigger anger, curiosity, and endless global discussion? This video is not gossip, not cheap sensation. If you stop halfway, you will misunderstand it. So watch until the end, because the answer is there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Then share it so the world continues to see the goodness of Kim Taehyung. February 2026 did not arrive loudly, but through a single simple image that struck the world's emotions without mercy. This news exploded without warning. A brief moment in a public space turned into the trigger for global speculation. In the photos and videos that circulated widely, a man believed by fans to be Kim Taehyung was seen sitting casually in an airport vehicle. His outfit was simple: a dark jacket, a hat, a black backpack. There was no stage, no official cameras, no press conference, just a slice of time in the middle of Dubai airport traffic that made the world hold its breath. His demeanor was calm, reserved, almost expressionless. And that was precisely where the explosion lay. The contrast between personal calm and the raging global reaction created an emotional tension that was difficult to explain. International media began to move. Fans from Asia, Europe, America, and the Middle East spoke out simultaneously. One question echoed everywhere: what is really happening? According to media monitoring and reports from cross-country fan communities, BTS was seen at Incheon International Airport on February 3rd, 2026. They departed as a complete group for Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Not a single member was separated, and no one arrived later. A small detail, but for ARMY, it was a massive signal. Upon arriving in Dubai, moments captured by amateur cameras only strengthened the suspicion that this trip was not a simple transit. Exclusive airport vehicles, neat security escort, and measured movement made everything feel far too precise to be coincidence. BTS appeared present, but not present to be seen. Speculation grew rapidly, almost wildly. The strongest theory pointed to production of a large-scale music video. BTS's 6th Korean-language studio album, reportedly titled Erarang, is scheduled for release on March 20th, 2026. Dubai, with its futuristic landscape and symbolism of global progress, is considered perfectly aligned with BTS's visual vision, which has always surpassed industry standards. Other possibilities were no less tempting: a surprise appearance, a secret agenda, or early preparation for an upcoming world tour. Even though the official schedule does not list the Middle East, history has shown that BTS often writes its most important chapters outside announced plans. The world held its breath again when another piece of news followed. From a single simple photo, 5 BTS members standing casually around a man dressed in white. The narrative spread rapidly across continents. Kim Taehyung and his bandmates were said to be in Qatar, with all members arriving safely. There was no grand announcement and no live broadcast. Yet that was precisely where the story's power lay. The photo felt like the opening fragment of something much bigger, showing relaxed faces. No stage, no glamour, only mature togetherness. The man dressed in white at the center of the photo became a sharp focus. He was not an idol or an entertainment figure. His white uniform was neat and clean, speaking in silence. In the international culinary world, such attire is not merely clothing, but a symbol of honor, long experience, and world-class reputation. Many believe he is a renowned professional chef. Within the industry, moments like this rarely happen without meaning. Exclusive dinners, closed-door discussions, and personal preparation before dense international schedules are common behind the scenes. BTS is known to have close ties with the world of high-end gastronomy, a private space where major decisions are often born far from public attention. Upon arriving in Qatar, the atmosphere surrounding Kim Taehyung and the members was described as calm yet deliberate. Sources following their movement said the agenda was carefully arranged, prioritizing privacy, health, and quality time together. Nothing was rushed, and every pause felt intentional. Kim Taehyung was said to spend time in a personal atmosphere with the members. Long conversations, light laughter, and reflections rarely seen by the public. This was not an escape. This was preparation. What made this story piercing was not technical detail, but atmosphere. BTS moved quietly, yet decisively, appearing not only as global stars, but as individuals who understand the value of togetherness and the meaning behind every step. Then one small detail emerged, once again triggering waves of emotion. The ring on Kim Taehyung's finger. There was no excessive shine or flaunted symbol. Its simplicity struck harder. The design was elegant and calm, blending naturally with his gestures, as a holding a story that did not need to be announced. In the world of fashion and personal symbolism, accessories like this are rarely chosen without meaning. To global observers, the ring felt like a silent statement about a life phase, maturity, or something far more personal. And precisely because it was unexplained, it became endless material for discussion. Kim Taehyung's airport outfit that day spoke again without sound. A dark jacket paired with a loosely wrapped brown scarf, worn mature and controlled. He did not steal attention. He commanded it. Videos of BTS together before departure reinforced one key impression. This was a carefully planned journey. Their expressions were relaxed, solid, and full of trust in one another. There was no drama, no noise, only togetherness after years at the top of the world. The ring may be small, but like many things about Kim Taehyung and BTS, the strongest presence often comes in the quietest form. One photo, 6 figures, and thousands of questions followed. Why BTS with this chef? Why Dubai and Qatar? Why was everything done without announcement? These questions spread rapidly, fueling debate, analysis, and emotion. Anger born from curiosity, awe born from mystery, and connection born from narrative. This is BTS's power in the global era. They do not need to speak loudly to shake the world. One image is enough. One gesture is enough, and the world will do the rest. Until an official statement is released by the agency or related parties, one thing is undeniable. February 2026 has recorded a significant moment, not because of scandal or cheap sensation, but because of calmness that ignited global turbulence. And as always, BTS moves forward without explaining anything, while the world runs behind them, chasing meaning. Thank you for watching until the end. Taehyung lovers around the world. We have reached the end of the story, but not the end of its meaning. February 2026 never truly ends when the video does. It stays in our minds, in unanswered questions, in one simple photo, one small ring, and one silent step by BTS that keeps the world turning its head. If you are still questioning today, still feeling something is off, still getting chills from Kim Taehyung's calmness, that means the story is not over yet. On the Taehyung Lovers Worldwide channel, we do not stop when the world goes quiet. We appear before the world even realizes. Stay here. Don't go far. Don't let your guard down, because when BTS chooses silence, the world usually trembles next.